So we are the Sun Prairie Fire Department in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. We cover the city of Sun Prairie, the town of Sun Prairie, the town of Burke, and the town of Bristol. It's about 94 square miles of coverage. We're a combination department. We do have full-time staff, and we have paid-on-call volunteers to cover the stations at night. We do have an east side and a west side station, so we are a two-station department. Basically, after college, I just didn't know what to do, and to keep myself busy, a good friend of mine, he was a fourth-generation firefighter, a volunteer in a town just east of here, and he said, well, you're bored, you look bored, why don't you come down and help us out? So I went down there, do a few drills, and it grew on me, and before I know it, that's all I've ever wanted to do. And so got hired here 2 years ago, and it was the greatest day of my life, so I'm really happy that it worked out. But to say that I was born and this is all I've ever wanted to do, I wasn't one of those, but I'm glad I stumbled my way into it.
I have a similar story to Corey. I didn't, girls weren't firefighters growing up. I went to college to go to law school and volunteered for this department because they said they were looking for volunteers and I like to be a part of the community. Loved it and enjoyed it, kept going to training, and I was fortunate enough to get hired 4 years ago full-time. So
yeah, every day is different, every day is unique. I mean, some of the people's lives you get to touch and the things you see, I mean, it's an amazing job. There's nothing like it. So best part of the job is I really like working with the kids. I really like going and doing pub eds and just how happy they are to see a fire truck, even when we're just going to get fuel or something, when they see you and they're waving, and that's a neat feeling.
Being able to make an impact on somebody's life when they don't even realize you're making an impact, public education, that's like a huge thing for us. And not a lot of people buy into it, which is okay. But we hear stories of how they were able to do something or save their kitchen from burning because they learned how to use an extinguisher or they learned how to cook safely. That's where I get probably the most out of it. We beat the emergency before it happens. So there's not a lot of buy-in as far as prevention side of firefighting. I recently had a firefighter tell me to take a vacation for a couple months because they wanted to go to a fire. So I took it as a compliment because we think fires are failures.
Absolutely. I mean, every fire can be prevented. I mean, if it's from public education to our protective systems to go and doing fire inspections, I mean, at some level we can prevent all these bad things from happening to people, and that's what we want. That's what we're about. So if we can keep all these things from ever happening, we're happy. So I mean, that's a good day for us.